So, in our read alouds, we have learned about all of the five senses: the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, and the sense of touch. Which body part helps you with the sense of sight? Did you say your eyes? If you said your eyes, you were correct. Which part helps you with your sense of hearing? Did you say ears? Your ears are the body part that helps you with hearing. How about the sense of smell? Which body part helps you with the sense of smell? Did you say your nose? Your nose is the body part that helps you with smell. How about the sense of taste? Did you say your tongue? Your tongue helps you with the sense of taste. You may have also said your nose also helps you with your sense of taste. And the sense of touch. Which body part helps you with the sense of touch? Did you say your skin? Your skin helps you with the sense of touch. Today, we are going to hear a biography. A biography is a true story about a real person's life written by another person. Reading about other people's lives can be very interesting. Biographies can help us understand both the difficult times or challenges that people went through, as well as the opportunities or good times that they had. Today, you're going to listen to a biography about Ray Charles. Ray Charles was a famous musician who was blind. Blind means that a person does not have the sense of sight. While you are listening to the biography today about one of the most famous musicians of all time, Ray Charles, listen to the difficult times or challenges that he faced, as well as the opportunities or good times he had. Ray Charles was a world famous piano player, singer, and songwriter. People all over the world recognize Ray Charles's face and still love the wonderful songs he wrote. He was a remarkable musician. Remarkable means wonderful or amazing. He was a wonderful musician. But even more remarkable is the fact that he became a musician after he became totally blind. Blind means he did not have the sense of sight. He was unable to see. Ray Charles was born with normal eyesight and grew up playing and doing all the things other kids did. He liked exploring the countryside with his brother, pitching pebbles into streams, and picking juicy blackberries. But the one thing he loved more than anything else was music. He loved to sing in church on Sundays. He also liked going to a local restaurant where they had a jukebox, a big machine that plays music. Ray would listen to the jukebox for hours on end. But when Ray Charles was 6 years old, he became very sick with a terrible eye disease. A disease is a sickness or illness. His mother took him to a doctor who told her that the disease would cause Ray to lose his sight and become blind. By age 7, Ray Charles was totally blind. If a person is completely blind, he or she sees no colors, no shapes, no light, nothing. If you turn out the lights and shut your eyes, you can imagine what the world looked like to Ray. His mother wanted him to be successful in life despite his blindness. So she sent him to a special school for children who were blind. Ray Charles was determined to learn and succeed in school. The teachers showed him all kinds of ways he could learn to live independently without very much help from other people, even though he couldn't see. It might surprise you to know that blind people like Ray Charles can do most of the things that people with normal vision can do. How do blind people accomplish all of these things? They can learn to use their other senses, especially well, particularly if they go to a school for blind students like Ray did. Blind people learn to read with their fingers rather than with their eyes, with a special form of writing called Braille. In Braille, there are raised dots on a page that represent words. A person can read those words by feeling the dots with their fingers. Ray Charles's favorite part of school was music lessons. So he learned to use his other senses to become an amazing, remarkable musician. Ray once told someone that my eyes are my disability, but my ears are my opportunity. A disability is a challenge. An opportunity is a good chance to accomplish something. That means that even though he couldn't see, Mr. Charles felt very lucky that he was able to hear. Using only his sense of hearing and touch, Ray Charles learned to play the piano. There are 88 keys on a piano, each of which, when tapped, makes a different sound. For most people, it takes a long time to learn to play the piano really well. But Mr. Charles was able to learn to play the piano very quickly, as well as the saxophones and other instruments. Ray Charles' love of music was much stronger than his blindness. He once told someone, "My ears were sponges. They soaked it all up." By this time, he meant that his ears were able to hear a new song just once, and he would be able to remember it and play it exactly the way he had heard it that one time. Ray Charles' strong sense of hearing helped him. He developed an ability to hear which notes sounded good together. In school, he quickly learned to write his own songs. By the time he left school, he knew he wanted to be a musician. Over the years, Ray Charles became world famous. He made many records of his songs and gave concerts all over the world. He even met a few presidents of the United States. In this picture, this is Ray Charles with President Nixon. He almost always had a wide smile on his face, and as he played, he would stomp his feet to the beat of the music. He would sway back and forth as though the music was moving right up from the piano throughout his body. Nothing made Ray Charles happier than playing music. He once said, "Music to me is part of me. I look at music the same as I look at my blood and my breath. It's something I have to have." In this read aloud, it was a biography and told information about the life of Ray Charles. What do you recall about his life? Did you respond with that he was blind? That he became blind at a young age? That he liked to sing as a child? And that he became a famous musician? Maybe you remember he played many musical instruments, but he liked to play the piano the most. What do you recall about his early life? During his early life, he went blind at a young age. He went to a special school. He liked playing in the country, singing at church, listening to music on a jukebox. Did you remember any of those? What do you recall about Ray Charles as an adult? Did you respond back that he became a famous musician? That he played concerts all over the world? That he swayed and stomped his feet to the music? That he met with several presidents? What are some of the facts you learned about blindness from listening to this read aloud? Did you say that being blind means that you do not have the sense of sight? That blind people can do most of the things that people with normal vision can do? Blind people can use their other senses especially well? Or that blind people can learn to read using Braille? Do you think the things described in this read aloud are real? Or do you think that they are fantasy, which means pretend? Did you say that the story was real? The story is real because it's a biography or a true story of the life of Ray Charles. I hope that you enjoyed our read aloud today and learning about the Ray Charles and some of the challenges and opportunities that he had.